It has been well over a year since we lost Chris Cornell. Then we lost Greg Allman. Boy, last year sucked, didn't it? Last year completely stunk. We haven't had a chance to get to this, but I believe this just came out. Yeah, this just came out. So, all right. So, essentially, we lost Chris Cornell on the 18th, May 18th. His services at Hollywood Forever Cemetery were a week later on May 26th. May 26th of this year, so just a couple of days ago, Vicky Cornell sent out a statement, and I wanted to share it with you because, again, I was going through the latest section, the news section of WEHM.com, and I saw this, and I saw the thing about Greg Allman, and I was like, wow. I mean, I 2017 was just flat out horrific. But anyway, so this is what Vicky had to say in her statement. While May 18th will forever mark the worst day of my life, the 26th marks the second, the day I was forced to lay the love of my life to rest. I wasn't ready. I'm still not ready. I didn't and don't want to bury my husband. Vicky returned to Hollywood Forever this past May 18th to hold a public vigil in Chris's memory on the 1-year anniversary of his death. Continuing from the statement, she wrote, being back at Hollywood Forever last Friday was stepping into a place that serves as a reminder of what I've lost, a missing piece that hurts so much. But seeing you all and feeling so much love renewed my feelings of hope and gave me the strength to keep going, to continue to honor him and not lose sight of all I have to be grateful for. I will speak his name every day. I will continue to keep the promise for him, and Chris will live forever in the present. In the article here that I'm quoting from WEHM.com, it goes on to say who was in attendance for his funeral: Audioslave bandmates Dave Grohl, James Hetfield, Lars Ulrich of Metallica, and then points out that it was Chester Bennington who performed Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah there. And then 2 months later, on what would have been Chris's 53rd birthday, Bennington took his own life. And as I'm like reading that line, I'm like, man, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe there are places that have delved into this, but the connection between those two is unbelievable to me. You know, the fact that Chester, I hadn't really realized that there was any sort of a relationship there until after both of their passings, and then it was brought up about, you know, being godfather and you know, being close to the Chris's kids and all that stuff. And I didn't know that Chester performed at Chris's funeral. And I was aware that he did wind up taking his own life on what would have been Chris's 53rd birthday. I just, like, when you see it, like, in print like that, and you start thinking about those things, and you just can't help but think, there's got to be so much more of a connection there between those two. And I wonder if we'll ever find out what exactly it was. You know, were they closer friends than we thought? Were they, you know, had they written material together? Had they talked about writing material together? Was it just a kind of situation where Chester kind of just lent on Chris, who had been there before him? When did their friendship spark up? These are all unanswered questions. But you see that, and you can't help but think to yourself, like, A, it's a shame that we lost both of them and so close together. And B, that they had this obviously very tight relationship that none of us really even knew about in the public light, you know. And then you throw in Greg Allman in the whole mix, and that, and you can take 2017 back